Interesting. Hold on. Hello? Hello? Okay. No idea. Hello? May I ask what this is about? This would be me, yes. Hang on a second. What is this about exactly? Sorry about that, guys. Give me a minute. Hi. Hi, vey. That was the hospital. Yeah. Now I'm trying to send this off. If I send it to you and you're already on here, disregard it because you're already here. There we go. So, how is everybody? So I figured I'd come on now because I don't know if I'll be on later or not. It'll be over soon enough. Before we know it, it'll be the weekend. But here around 2, I'm going to be leaving and going to over yonder because I have a new, something new I'm going to be doing. Good morning. All I could say is I'm doing some audio thing twice a week for 3 hours each day, each time. I'm not going to be able to talk about what it is or anything, because, you know, it's a whole NDA thing. Yeah. So, I'm excited. It's a new thing, and been doing, filling out things for, modeling and that, so I had a couple other things, you know. Yeah. So how's everybody? I did that already. So. Leave here in about 2.5 hours. 2 to 2.5 hours, something like that. Go over yonder and I guess to read whatever I'm supposed to read for 3 hours. Yeah. Oh, thank you. But yeah, that was the hospital, and they're gonna have somebody else call me during the week. Thank you, I'm excited. You know, who knows what this is gonna lead to, or what else I'm gonna be doing, and, you know. Never know. It's just the beginning. Big things are happening, big things are coming, good things are coming, and I'm excited. Definitely. I do it today, and then Friday I gotta be there at 8:30, so I'm gonna have to leave here at 7. Now I'm gonna have to leave here at 6. Lord have mercy. I'm probably gonna be sleeping all day tomorrow. Stay up all night, just do that, and then come home, crash. You know. And hopefully it'll only be that time this week, and next week it'll be the same time as today. But if it's not, I'm gonna do what I gotta do, you know. So, I'm excited for whatever's to come. I am going to have to get a primary care doctor soon because I need to see an orthopedic because I have to have it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to have a genetic test done because I guess hypermobility. There's a reason, and it's always some Dander disease or something like that. So, let me show you. I guess this isn't normal. And this isn't normal. I didn't know it wasn't normal. And here's the thing. That is hereditary. That's hereditary. So if it turns out when I do a genetic testing that I have it, where did I get it? Where'd it come from? You know? Oh, I'm being recorded. I know I'm being recorded when it starts glitching. So I'm going to use it to my advantage. I posted a video a couple days ago with a sound it was somebody else's recording, but a lot of survivors in DV situations have used it. And I used it. I said, I used to have to deal with this every day. Never again. So with all the comments and everything that I've gotten on it, I've been thinking about something, and I think I want to start a network of some sort to help people in relationships like that get out of that situation. You know what I mean? So, somehow, some way, I want to start working on putting together some sort of networking system to where victims and that can reach out for helping me, and we can, get a network together. There will be a bunch of people, and we can network together to get these people out of the situations and get them to safety. I told you I was going to use it to my advantage. Thank you. I'm doing good. I have a gig I'm going to go do. It's going to be twice a week for 3 hours each time, and I'm not sure how long it's going to go on for, or if it's just going to be a couple weeks, a few weeks, I don't know yet. All I know is it's reading something. I'm never going to be able to talk about it, what it is, because, that's where an NDA is. So, yeah. So I made some BT sandwiches for take with me because I gotta be there at 5:30 and it goes till 8:30. So, you know. So I'm excited. Today I gotta be there at 5:30. Then Friday I gotta be there at 8:30 a.m. And then next week hopefully it'll be same times. So. Excuse me. So yeah, I'm excited for whatever's to come, and I know this is just the beginning. I've also been finding some modeling gigs and that, and you know, sending inquiries about them. So you never know what's gonna happen next, but I'm happy. And you know, here's the thing. And I did a duet with the woman on here, and she's right. Don't be upset when people are talking about you and going after you and that, like me, right? Because it means you made it. You've made it. I've made it. Without even trying, I've made it. See, if you're talking about me and that means, you know. But if you talk about yourself, you're not going to have any viewers. They wouldn't have any viewers. So please, keep making me famous. Keep running your mouth. I don't give a shit. Like, I'm just chilling being me, and all of a sudden, you know, becoming famous because of the haters. Go figure. You know? It's funny. It really is. It's very funny. Yeah. I'm gonna let them hate because, you know, all it does is they talk about me and make me famous. I don't give a shit. I mean, come on. No reason for me to sit back and just be the fabulous bitch I am. You know? It's too funny. So I've had a little bit of a change. See? A little bit, huh? In a month and a half. Thank you. It'll just be something else they can be jealous of me for. You know. So, everything's good from now on. While I keep glowing and having my glow up continuously, and continue to become very, very successful in everything I do, they can keep making me famous. And being miserable with their own existence. I mean, come on. Think about it. In order to be in this kind of industry, you have to have thick skin. So, you know. Got my sandwiches. I'll stop at the deli before I go to the ferry. Get some electrolyte waters. See, I don't think they realize they can never be me. What do I have planned today? Well, in a few hours I'm going to be leaving to go over to do a gig. I have an audio reading thing that I'm going to be doing. And that's all I can say about it. Because, you know, NDA thing. And I've acquired about some modeling gigs and things like that. So I'm very excited. Look okay? Boy. So. I might go live. I might go live after I get home. Not sure. Just depends. Aww. I'm glad I can make people smile. You know, I don't think haters realize they could just fix what's wrong within themselves and work hard to improve their lives instead of blaming everybody on how their life turned out. You might be successful at something. Just saying. But go ahead and keep making me famous. Oh, I also made a video, I think it was yesterday. You know that sound that's going around? Goes, she stole my life. She made me cuckoo. You know that one? I'm good. Yeah. I used that sound, and at the top I said, I bet she says this to herself every day about me, and then I put, if you know, you know. And then underneath I put, I was a child. Blaming me for something they did, that's kind of ridiculous, really it is. But I don't know if anybody remembers or not. Back in December, or was it January? I don't know. It was back then. That I made some predictions if they didn't stop. World would come crashing down around them, go up in flames. Right? I know I did. And from my understanding, you know, a certain person, well, her baby daddy and her are separated now. Right? So, you would think that would have taught him something. Okay. I predict that her and everyone else involved are going to have criminal charges brought against them. If they don't stop. Which they will anyway, so. Yeah, I'll be on later tonight, maybe after I get home. But yeah. I did predict that people would see the truth. That happened. I predicted that they would turn on each other. That happened. No, I don't have a jewelry line. You know. And all they had to do was stop. For it to stop. Well, thank you, but I don't. While I'm here, I might as well do this. So. You know, there's no, like, to keep doing it is just dumb, to say the least. You know? But some people will never learn their lessons until they lose everything. That's what happens when you don't wear errands that often. There we go. I mean, the jealousy thing, it's kind of sad, really it is. Oh, for the love of God. Try putting earrings on with nails on, go figure. Bitch. Yeah, so, if you're jealous of people, why? You know, yes. Why be jealous? Why not just go and improve your life? work on yourself. Do some healing. Instead of being jealous of somebody and trying to ruin their reputation, which doesn't work. It doesn't work. That's one thing I've never understood, jealousy. Envy, jealousy. I've never wanted to trade places with anybody. Hate, racism, never understood any of that. And greed, I don't understand that. Not because I'm stupid or anything like that. I'm very intelligent. I don't understand it because it makes no goddamn sense. And that shit hurt people, that's just a bullshit excuse. Just a bullshit excuse. Because if that was true, how many people would I be hurting? After everything I've been through. So hurt people is just the fucking dumbest excuse. Excuses are like assholes. Everybody's got one. Sometimes they are one. You know what I mean? And to those wondering, why are you wearing a wedding set? Well, it's because when I leave the house, I wear it. I mean, so guys leave me alone. That's why. And I don't want to forget it. Especially because I'm not going to be getting back here till after dark. And, you know, walking through the city at night. I've had mishaps where, you know, when I reject advances, they say derogatory things in different languages, like French. Not even kidding. Hurt people is just a BS excuse. People should be kind to one another, have human compassion for one another, compassion, human decency. And if you are hurting, then fucking get some help and fix it. If you need help to heal, then get the help you need. Because nobody can heal you except you. I try and help people and teach lessons, and that I can't control if people don't want to pay attention and actually do the work to heal themselves and work. And you're supposed to strive to become the best version of yourself for you and for everyone else. That's what you're supposed to do. Because when you keep the shit hurt people, you do the shit you've been doing to me and others, right? Like these people do. You're gonna keep repeating the same cycles over and over and over again. Nothing's ever gonna fucking change. Instead of being jealous of someone you see, oh, look at her, she has this, that, and the other. Look at him, he has this, that, and the other. He's so lucky, she's so lucky. No, it's not luck. Me in particular, I worked my ass off to get where I am now. And so do others. And we don't do that shit. We never would. But people don't want to do the work to heal themselves. And until you do, you're gonna just keep being miserable. You're mad at the world because you were abused. Fucking heal from it. Be the best version you can. Become the best version of yourself. You want a better life? Then work your ass off to do it. Stop blaming others for things you went through and the fact that you're not healing yourself. And I'm not talking about the people that did that to you. I'm talking about stop blaming everybody that had nothing to do with it. Thank you. Until you do that, you're going to be stuck. Until you do the work to heal yourself, to get, do your healing, your internal healing, you're going to be stuck where you're at, and nothing is ever going to get better. As a matter of fact, it might get worse. But people don't want to do the work to heal themselves. While you're hating in the fact that you have, when you hold grudges against the people that did that, right? Instead of just moving on and healing yourself. They, on the other hand, are living their lives and don't give a damn how they hurt you. You don't have to forgive them motherfuckers at all. You gotta forgive yourself. Because it's not your fault what happened to you. But what it is if you the whole cycle thing, you're repeating the cycles that what they did to you, then you hurt other people because you don't want to take the time to heal yourself. I don't know what to tell you. Because until you take that time and heal yourself, you're not going to be happy. You're never going to be happy, no matter what you do. You hurt other people, that's not making you happy. You may act like it is, you may think it is, but deep down, at the end of the day, you know it's not, because you're still miserable. You have to break the cycle. You have to heal. You have to work on yourself, heal your inner child. If you need therapy to do it, get a therapist. You need medication to do it, see doctors, get on medications. But going and hurting other people that had nothing to do with it and no idea anything, complete strangers on the internet. Going after complete strangers on the internet and other people. Because why? Because you're hurting, so you want to hurt other people, because for some reason in warped minds, you think that's going to make you feel better. But if it made you feel better, why are you still doing it? Why are you so miserable? If hurting people makes you feel better, why are you still miserable? Why are you still angry? Why are you still so hurt? If hurting others makes you feel good, it makes you feel better.
You know? Because it doesn't. It's a bullshit excuse. It's never going to make you feel better. It's never going to help you heal. The only way to heal and be a better person is you have to do it yourself. You have to want to do it. And yeah, it's hard. It is hard. But you can't sit around forever and blame everything that happened to you on what happened to you in the past either. Like, something happened to you when you were a kid, right? Or whatnot. And the way you have your life today, years later, and you're still hurting and holding on to that anger and all that. I get it. Trust me, I do. But here's the thing what people need to understand, especially I'm talking to mainly the people that like to go after other people and hurt them, right? Nothing will ever change. You will never be happy. While you are sitting there with all that anger and hate and all that shit at the people that hurt you and that, they're going on about their lives. They don't give a fuck. They don't care what they did to you. Truth is, the only time they are sorry is when they get caught. That's the only time they're sorry. They're sorry for themselves. You don't have to fucking forgive them. You have to let it go. Move on, move forward. And the best revenge you can get is becoming the best version of yourself and proving those motherfuckers wrong. You have to work on yourself. You have to heal your inner child. You have to do whatever you have to do to heal. And you have to forgive yourself. Because I know in most cases, people blame themselves for what happened to them. And it's not their fault. So because what happened to you, you become angry and bitter at the world and you want to hurt other people, thinking it's going to make you feel better. And that's what I never understood, because I've never been like that. Do what you gotta do to heal yourself and stop hurting others. You know? You have to. Because the only one it affects, really, where you're holding on to that pain and anger and everything, the only person it is affecting is you. And when you lash out at others, complete strangers on the internet, whatnot, and try to destroy their lives, their everything, what do you get out of it? Get some satisfaction a little bit. Oh, I hurt this other person, now that takes the hurt away from me. And it doesn't. It doesn't take any of your pain away. Does it? You may act like it does, you may say it does, but truth be told, it never does. Then you end up being miserable, continue the cycles and everything else, keep hating on others, and like the whole people thriving on drama and negativity. Why? Why do people, like, I don't understand that. Why would you want drama and negativity so badly? It's better to be a good person and be kind to one another. It makes you feel good. You gotta heal. Hello. You gotta heal, because if you don't, you're going to continue to be miserable for the rest of your life. When you get old and you're in the last days of your life, last few years of your life, you're sitting in a nursing home or whatever, you're going to look back. And you're going to realize you wasted your life. You wasted your life away on hurting others and not just healing yourself, and instead of healing yourself and becoming the best version of yourself and doing something with your life. You're going to look back, you're going to realize, oh my God, I was online, being on social media and hurting all those people. And that's all I did, day in and day out. What was I thinking? I wasted my entire life. Right? Why would you want to keep doing that? Why would you want to keep hurting others because you've been hurt so bad, instead of healing yourself, breaking the cycle, becoming a better version, the best version of yourself, and do what you got to do to improve your life? And cut those if those motherfuckers are still part of your life, cut them out of your life and get as far away from them as possible. Because until you do, nothing will ever change. Yeah. Once you heal and start helping others instead of hurting others, it takes a long time to heal, yes, and sometimes you do need help healing. So get the help you need for it. But stop hurting everyone else. Heal who you are. Heal the inner child. The pain that you endure every day because of all the pain you've been through. That hate, that anger, all that shit that you have all built up inside you because you won't let it go. It doesn't do any good. And time is the most precious thing we have in this world. Once it's up, it's up. You can't get time back. Thank you. But you can't get time back. And what you got to realize is nothing is ever going to change what happened to you. You can't go back in time and change it. Nothing will undo it. The best thing to do is heal, move forward, help others in the process, and become the best version of yourself. Once you let that go and you start healing and working on yourself, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, okay? Once you start doing that, you start feeling better. Because you sitting on social media dragging people through the mud, trying to ruin their reputations, their lives, and everything else. It doesn't help you. And I sure as shit can tell you it doesn't make you feel good, even though you want to pretend it does. Because if it made you feel good, like I said, why would you keep doing it since you felt better, right? Well, if it made you feel better, wouldn't you just feel better and then stop, right? That doesn't happen because then I think my personal opinion is when people, the hurt people shit, when they do that and continuously go after others from that because they're hurting, yeah, it may feel, I don't understand how it could feel good at all, but maybe it does for a time, but then they feel like even worse. I think they feel even worse later on, so they continue to do it. And it gets you nowhere. That's why you need to work on it. You need to work on yourself. If you need help healing, get the help you need. But hurting others and trying to ruin their lives and everything else is not the answer. At all. So that's it for the rant. Work on yourself and heal. And now I'm going to say this. At least I was going to say something, then it left me. See. And for the, if people are coming at you like they do me, right? Just ignore it. Because, really, it's words, right? Yeah, words hurt. How does it really hurt you? How does it hurt you? Really? Also, the only people you really have to make happy is yourself. Follow your dreams. Do what you want to do in your life. And don't let anybody stop you. Anything's possible. I mean, look at me. Look at where I am now. You can't control what people say, think, do, or anything like that. And you can't control what's put on the internet. So the best thing to do in cases like mine, just don't let it bother you. And continue being the fabulous bad bitch you are. You know? So, that's what you gotta do. Show them what a bad bitch you are. Do the inner healing. Don't let that shit bother you. Because at the end of the day, what have I said many a times? Oh, male has been here. What have I said many a times? You got cojones to say it online, then come at me, pop up. Pop up. You gotta say something. But see, they never will. They never will.
They have a habit of putting all the mail in one mailbox. I've been told I could be a therapist. Shit. Well, yeah, because I got a thing I'm going to do. I have a gig to do. I'm leaving here about 2. Yeah, it's from 5:30 to 8:30 today. But, the best thing you can do is heal, move forward, put those people in your past, don't look back. Cut them out of your life for good. And work your ass off to make your life the best it can possibly be. Write out your goals and ambitions and what you want to do in your life. You know? That's what you gotta do. Fuck what people think. I mean, look at me. When I come on here, usually I sing. No. Since he didn't agree to do it, I said, well, since you ain't gonna do it, I'm done. Don't call me. I don't need that shit in my life, you know? I don't want any of them in my life, even if they were, like, I cut them all out of my life quite a while ago, when I thought I was related to them. So, I don't want any of them in my life. Shit. Because having any one of those people in my life is holding me back. Is going to hold me back. And I'm going to keep repeating the same cycles if I do that. So, the best thing I can do is just move forward. As far as the test goes, the results will come back when they come back. And in the meantime, I'm going to focus on becoming the best version of myself. And continue to work on myself and make myself happy. And I'm going to continue following my dreams and doing what I want to do in my life. Because me sitting here putting my life on hold waiting for results is not going to do any good. It's wasting time doing that. So, because I am legally who I am, regardless what the DNA test comes out, nothing I can do about it, nothing nobody can do about it, until they come back. So, I have this reading gig. I don't know how long it's going to last, but I hear it's ongoing. Looking into applying for modeling gigs. Going to get my measurements done and all that, you know. I want to show people that no matter what you go through, it does get better. You just got to put in the work. Because nothing has ever been handed to me. Ever. Nothing is ever handed on a silver platter. You got to work hard at it. There's no such thing as being lucky. You want something in your life, you want good things in your life, you got to work hard to do it. Yeah. You want to... My dreams? Singing. Entertainment industry. In order for me to achieve that,
I gotta work hard to do it. If I really want it like I do, I'm gonna work my ass off to make it happen. And I'm gonna do it the right way. Hell, there was one I turned down earlier today because found out that the photo shoot was going to be completely nude for this dude's OF. I'm like, I'll pass, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, that's a no for me. See, I'm the type that isn't going to just do whatever. I have self-respect and morals in that. And would I do, like, bikini shoot? Yeah. Would I do, as long as I have covered, then I will do it. But, no. So, if you want the good things in life, you want the good life, whatever, work. You gotta work to get it. It's not gonna be handed to you. For example, I was homeless for 9 months, right? And then in a drop-in center for 4 months and moved in here. Because I did the work to do it, for this to happen. I did the work. While there are people still in the center that have been there 4 or 5 years, who make excuses and think that everybody else should do the work for them. That's not how the fuck it works. You gotta work hard for what you want. Sacrifice comfort. When I first got to that drop-in center, I stayed at the church for a couple nights because otherwise it was either sleep on a cot at a church or sleep straight up, sitting straight up in a chair. I went for a couple nights and I thought, no, I'm going to stay at the center until I get till it's set in stone that I have a home, because I didn't want to get comfortable and end up being there any longer than I actually had to be. So, I stayed at the center every night, sleeping straight up in the chair, till around January. From beginning of November to January. Sleeping up, straight sitting up. And you weren't allowed to have footstools, so, yeah. I sacrificed a little bit of comfort I could have had sleeping in order for me to get the fuck out of there as quickly as possible. And even when I would be sick and couldn't get out of there, or because it would be too cold or whatever, I was on my phone looking for places and that, I never, I don't understand how people can, nobody's going to hand you what you want. You have to work at it, basically, is what I'm saying. I try to be an inspiration. I want to help others. That's the whole point of me ever coming live at all to begin with. And now there's other reasons, but... Hello. I'm doing alright. I have a gig I'm gonna go be doing from 5:30 to 8:30. Reading something. And that's all I can ever gonna be able to say. So. Gotta work on yourself. Because you want to heal, right? You don't want to keep repeating the same cycles over and over and over again, right? You want a better life, right? You gotta work on yourself. You can't depend on everybody else to do it. Nobody can do it for you but you. Like, you know how many times I've had people come to me asking me for help, right? And I would, just to be used. Because I got to the point where I'm like, okay, I'm willing to help you, but you gotta show me you're gonna help yourself. They would say they would and then didn't. That's when I would be done helping them. Or, if you steal from me or steal out of my house when I open my home to you, that's a no. That's why I don't let anybody come to my house anymore. And in order to be successful, you have to surround yourself with the right type of people. You right? Because if you, like, me hanging out with those people like I used to, that's not going to get me anywhere. I don't even go down there to the center and see how they're doing anymore. Because it, doesn't really do any good. Like, if when they're still in there, people that have been in there a lot longer before I ever got there and still in there, nothing I could, like, thank you. Oh yeah, things are better. Things are better. Got my gig that I'm doing starting today. And a little bit of a change. A lot of bit of a change in a month and a half. Like, losing weight, right? Getting in better shape. It doesn't just happen. You gotta eat right. You have to work at it. You have to work your ass off. Things aren't just gonna happen for you. You have to do the work yourself. So, how is everybody else? There's my rant for the day. Hopefully some people learn some things. I was talking about how people need to heal their inner child, heal themselves, because I think it makes them feel better to hurt people and that it doesn't. Because if that's the case, then why are they still hurting people? Hey, I keep working your ass off to get what you want. Shit ain't handed to anybody on a silver platter. You know? You gotta let go of that hurt, anger, and everything else, because all it's doing is the only person it affects is you, and then those people who keep letting it affect them and then go and hurt others, that's where the saying hurt people comes from, which is fucking bullshit. It's just an excuse. What you want in life, you gotta fight for. You got to go after it. You gotta, like I said before, if you have problems healing and you need help healing, then get the help you need to fucking heal. Let it go. You don't even have to forgive those motherfuckers that hurt you because they don't deserve it. The only person you gotta forgive is yourself, because it was not your fault. But a lot of people will blame themselves for what was done to them. And you can't do that, because it wasn't your fault. You do what you gotta do to heal from it, and you work hard at what you want. And follow your dreams. But you gotta do the work. Luck has nothing to do with it. So there's the rant. That's basically the Cliff Notes. Thank you. It'll take time. It takes time to heal. A lot of times, some people take longer than others, yeah. She may need help healing. She may not be able to do it on her own, which a lot of people aren't able to do it on their own. And for that, I suggest reaching out and getting help, being able to get help healing. You know what I mean? You have to. Trust me, it's better to be happy and focus on the positive of things instead of thriving on drama and hurting others. I said at the beginning of this I was going to use being recorded and posted to my advantage. So I am. Yeah, she needs, if she shouldn't have a therapist or anything, she needs to get one. And she needs to cut him out of her life for good. Here's the thing, even if they have children together, it doesn't mean she has to see him or have anything to do with him. There could be where somebody could be the in-between to where they wouldn't have to have, where she wouldn't have to have any contact with him, which would help her out a lot. I can tell you that. But if it sounds like she needs some help with healing. Therapy is a good thing for that. just gotta find the right one. And I know there's, I'm pretty sure there's women's groups, groups that she could probably, you just gotta do some research and find them. That, group meetings, group therapy, whatever, where they go, specifically for when you're healing from abuse and that. Like I said, I want to somehow start a network thing. That's the best way I can put it, a networking system to help people that are in those situations, that are still in those relationships, and ones that are still trying to heal from it. And I want to help the ones that are in those situations get out of those situations and get away from their abusers. So I know it's going to take time. So, just like everything else, but that's why I want to start a networking thing, because that way, and have a lot of people in the whole thing, to where no matter where a person is located, they can, someone can get them out of the situation and escape. You know what I mean? And take them and just, get them to the next place, and then they get them to the next place, and so on and so forth. That's what I want to do. So, my first ex tried that. I'm glad your daughter's away from me. Yeah, I haven't really talked much about what I went through with my exes. Because it's really, really bad. But and even I am still healing. Don't think I'm not, because still it's an ongoing process. But in the process of healing, you need to also move on with your life and, become the best version of yourself. You can't sit around and, you know what I mean? So, hopefully my rant helped some people today. So, pretty soon I'm going to have to end this so I can head out the door. I want to make sure I'm there early, not late. Even if it's an hour early, great. Also, I'll show up an hour early if I need to. Yeah. So, thank you. All of the relationships I've been in, but one were like that. Were abusive in one way, shape, or form. Or multiple ways. Except one. And that was my second ex-husband. He's like an adult child, basically. Did you brush your teeth? Go brush your teeth. Tom, go take a shower, Tom. Go brush your teeth, Tom. Our divorce was finalized 1 year and 5 days after we got married. Because I wasn't going to put up with that. And I've seen pictures of him a few years ago. He's lost a lot of his teeth. He's lost a lot of his teeth. Yeah, exactly. Best anniversary gift I could have ever given myself was telling him I wanted a divorce. Yeah. So, when I get home tonight, I will try and go on. I'll try and come on here. But I'm going to be doing that from 5:30 to 8:30. So I won't be back till probably 11 tonight. Yeah, I'm going to do my best. I don't know what's in store or what the hell I'm doing. Is reading something and I'm not going to be able to talk about it. Yeah. It's twice a week for 3 hours each time. So I don't know how long it's going to go on for, or my weeks or whatever, but I am going over to Manhattan to go do the gig I have to do today. I'm going to do my best. Big things are coming. Good things are coming. I feel it. Who knows what's coming next? But I'm excited for the future. Thank you. I'm excited for my future and whatever comes with it. That's what happens when you heal. And you break those cycles. Your life gets better. You know? Thank you. I want to show everybody, you know, that no matter what things do, no matter what you've been through, things do get better. Even if I have to put up with a bunch of fucking hate, I don't care. That doesn't really bother me. They would never say it to my face, and they do it from fake accounts, so, you know. So, yeah. All they're doing is making me famous. Thank you. But yeah. So, when I get home, I might come live, and if I do, I might sing. So. You can't control what people say, think, or do. You can't control the internet, so why let it bother you? I learned that from a very amazing person and his mom. You know. I learned that from the best person I know. So, I'm going to have to end this because I got to get ready and head out the door in a couple minutes. So, anywho, I hope you all have a great day. Be kind to one another. If you don't have human compassion, go learn how to be compassionate. And stop the hate and all that shit. And stop trying to hurt others. It's to stop. So, until next time, until next time, I will see y'all later. I got a gig to go do, so see y'all later. Have a good day, guys.